Hey, this is Jack from like Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in King George, and today I'm going to be giving you a quick walk around in the Challenger SXT Plus that we have. It is a real quick, I'll jump inside and I'll show you a couple of features. This one actually has the remote start, so if you actually, let me get the key out for you. If you double tap this button right here, it'll remote start the car, so you can be a long distance away. And you know, if you want to heat your car up in the morning when it's winter time or whatever, you're inside and you don't want to go outside, you know, you just double tap that and you know, it'll start right up. And the good thing about that is if it's ice and if everything's frozen outside, you know, you got your windows. It's actually got a window defroster, so that'll start up and it'll just, you know, it'll start getting rid of that ice as well, so that's a good thing. But yeah, they redesigned a couple things on the Challenger this year. Well, they started in 2015, it's, you know, followed over into 2016. So a couple things I like is these new taillights. So they have a more retro style look to them. It's a lot more aggressive, along with the lower black back bumper. It's a lot better look to it than the previous ones were. A lot more aggressive styling. So on the SXT Plus, you have 20-inch wheels, and it's actually the same package as the RTs. Especially for the price, you know, if you were to get an RT, you're going to be looking at probably about another $10,000 more expensive. So the V6s now are really good for what you're paying for them. So about 20 years ago, if you pay for a V8, you're going to get about 300 horsepower out of them. So these V6s are going to be just as fast as those cars 20 years ago, and they're going to get really good gas mileage too. The V6 in the Challenger gets about 30 miles per gallon highway, which is really good. And like I said, it's got over 300 horsepower, so they have great performance to them as well. And this one also, for the 2015 and 2016s, they redesigned the front end. The new halo headlights look amazing. It just really brings it to life. And it's got, you see the grille in here, it's got more of the look of like the older Challengers, like the 71, and it just looks a lot more retro. It's really good, along with the hood scoops and everything. It gives it that real aggressive look to it, so I really love that. And I'll take you a look inside real quick. Also, these mirrors all fold, so if you're in a tight space or anything, not an issue. Except for folding the mirror with one hand, that is an issue. Anyways, you can also lock the door from outside. Just press this button right here, and if you want to unlock it, it's got a sensor inside the door handle. So you just put your hand there. If you have the key in your pocket, it just opens right up. So. All right, onto the inside. So they have the new Dodge logo on the steering wheel. Well, it's not a new logo, but they didn't have this Dodge logo before. Before it was like the Ram logo, so that's new to it. They have a new layout up here. You have your voice recognition, and then if you want to accept a call or end a call right there. And then with these buttons, you can actually scroll through the screen up here. So there's all kinds of settings and everything in here. If I go back, that's my speedometer right there. But you can scroll through more options. You have your tire pressure, your oil temperature, coolant temperature, transmission temperature. That's all in there, so you have a lot of options in there. You can actually get the 0 to 60 time on these V6s, the SXT Plus. It's just like the RT. You have the 0 to 60 mile per hour timer, and then you also have the braking distance. So you know, you set it from 60 miles an hour. You want to see how fast it brakes to 0. You know, you just go ahead and put that in there as well. So it's pretty awesome. Shows you the average miles per gallon as well. Like I said, these get about 30 miles per gallon highway, so really good for a muscle car, really good for a car that weighs as much as the Challengers do, and gets the performance that it does. It's also got the big touchscreen Uconnect system, so it's Bluetooth as well. This model actually has heated, ventilated seats, heated steering wheel, and they also have, I like this carbon fiber look around here, around the edges. It really brings it to life. Looks great. And then of course the retro dash too. Just, you know, the RPM gauge looks a lot more retro, and they actually have a new shifter for this year. So instead of the big long shifter that takes up a lot of space, this one just, you know, real quick shifts. Doesn't move a lot, doesn't take up a lot of space. And then you also have the manual shifter. So if you wanted to shift it manually, not an issue. You know, you can shift up, shift down, and this one also has the backup camera and park assist if you wanted to turn the park assist off if you're in a tight area where it's just, you know, beeping constantly and everything. All you have to do is hit that park assist button right there, and that's all it is. So it's got front and rear defroster as well, and I really love the look of the interior of this. I'll show you the seat real quick. Leather, and the best thing about these Challengers is how roomy they are and how comfortable they are to drive. They're not a stiff ride whatsoever. A lot of these other cars, for me, the Mustang and the Camaro, they have a real stiff ride to them. They're really compact and tight, and they have a stiff ride to them, and it's not comfortable at all. And with the Challenger and the Chargers, they just, you know, they're bigger, they're heavier cars, and they're a lot more comfortable to ride in, and they have just as good a performance. They're really good, and this one right here in particular gets really good gas mileage. So I'm a big fan of the Challengers and Chargers, as you can tell, but this one in particular is a good buy just for the price you spend on it and the performance you get as well. So this is a SXT Plus Challenger B5 Pearl Blue. So we are located at 16045 King George, James Madison Parkway. Zip code is 22485. If you want to come by and check some Challengers out or Chargers, we've got them all available. So just come ask for me. My name's Jack. Have a good day.